folks, we are here in Salem, Massachusetts. And over here is Elizabeth Montgomery. Yes, Bewitched. You guys remember that?
I do remember that.
I grew up watching Bewitched and Gilligan's Island and all those shows. Doot 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 doot. Remember the song? Doot 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 doot. Dawn, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. Which City Consignment? Looks like a real fun store, and they have some like witch Halloween type decorations. And that Garbage Pail Kid, Weird Windy. This is the first time us both visiting the state of Massachusetts, and we're going to be doing a lot of exploring today, starting here in Salem, where the witch trials were held. There's a lot of witches and stuff around here, Dawn. What do you think about that?
Okay.
Okay. I got tarot readings, psychic readings, and a Nintendo play paddle, control paddle. Times have changed, right? Black Craft Cult. Believe in yourself. Okay, so maybe they still practice a lot of that witch stuff here in Salem. But on the bright side, they have really cool vintage comic books, toys across the street. You got a little barber shop and a store called Hex, Old World Witchery. Just over there, and then next to that you have Vamp Fangs. The Lady of Salem. And they have these on all the different light poles throughout the city here. And this here is an amazing statue. It looks just like her. Huh. And she used to click her fingers, remember, Dawn? And she would like make things happen, right?
Twinkle with her nose too.
She was like a good witch in a way, right? You'd call her a good witch. So we are here in Salem. We read about this in school, about the witch trials, and yes, we're going to explore it today. I know a lot of the museums won't let you film here, so we won't be able to take you. There's a lot of things we're not going to be able to show you, because I already know that majority of places don't allow you to film. But we're just going to go around, take a look at everything, and just see what we can show you, right? There's a creepy guy out there staring out the window. I don't think he's up to any good. So this was the town pump, and it sunk into the source of the ancient spring. So there's an old spring down there. A very nice artwork. And take a look at Salem. Wow. And there's another one of those Lady of Salem. They got Coon's Card and Gift Shop over here. The city of Salem was the birthplace of the National Guard of the United States. Yeah, first muster, 1636. You know, I didn't know that the National Guard was first. We always hear about the witches, but nothing about the National Guard. And if you are looking for a spooky gift, there's an abundance of places to get it. Hocus Pocus was filmed not too far from here. Lots of cool gifts. They have the Nightmare Gallery Monster Museum. And carrying on with that theme, they have wicked good books. It's good that there's a few good books in there. The Magic Parlor. Ooh. Yeah, they got some pretty interesting things inside there. Werewolves, vampires, Frankenstein. So here's the Witch History Museum. It's a live presentation guided tour. And yet again, this area is not real friendly to photos, texting, phone calls. No cell phone use, no photos. Yep, and over here it says, oh, the end of the line for today. And it looks like those guys are trying to get in. They're kind of bony, aren't they? Could be a bunch of boneheads. Beware of black cats and spiders and newts and and dragons and cauldrons. Oh wow, there is a. Oh wow, yeah, he's. Well, hello, Mr. or Mrs. Salem Kitty. I wouldn't mess with that cat. That cat could be like a person or something.
He kind of opens his eyes a little bit and they're green.
You know, a lot of crazy bewitching going on around here.
I mean, I thought
You can definitely tell some of these homes or buildings are old. A summer school building. Charter Street Cemetery Welcome Center. Yeah, from 10 to 5. So in 1692, a lot had happened here. A lot of folks were hanged because they were different. And yeah, this is what we all read about and learned about in school. At least I did growing up. You know, we normally don't always cover subjects like this on this channel, but because it's part of history and so much a part of, you know, the beginnings of this country. Yeah, so this is the memorial to all those who had died during the Salem witch trials. And they have these little benches where all the accused that were hanged protruding out of the wall here. Alice Parker, 1692, September the 22nd of 1692. I don't believe in like witchcraft and all that, just don't. And I look at this as, you know, folks lost their lives because they were different. You know, or people, you know, wanted to, I guess we always use that term, start a witch hunt out for them. Witchcraft and magic shop. They even have a little Turkish cuisine in the Salem Witch Village. 1692.
It don't look like it's comfortable.
You gotta put your head in one of these while you're in Salem, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
the thing you do, right?
I guess it's a photo op.
Enter if you dare. What do you think of this? Oh wow.
I hear it, but I don't see where it's coming from. I like the yin yang Chinese house. That's really neat.
We have the history though.
I like the town. The town's got a nice flair to it.
You like the town? Is the town kind of creepy?
I guess. I mean, the cemetery is, but it's old. You can't even make out the names on the headstones anymore.
Yeah, what's with the ribbons hanging from this tree here? They have lots of different gift shops here. Cat Mom, are you a good witch? Don't make me get the flying monkeys, right? And Hocus Pocus, paw readings. And it is Halloween here all year long. I even got Snoopy over there and Hocus Pocus. I have another pin for the map. This is a witch house from 1642. And so this was the house of Jonathan Corwin. He was the judge at the witch trials. Yeah, so we're just walking down some of the historic streets around Salem. 1769.
Wow, look at these homes.
1771 that one was built. And these houses are beautiful. This one was built in 1872 by George Shreve. He's a jewelry merchant. Huh. Yeah, it's definitely a grand home. He was in the jewelry business though, right? Yeah, so we're walking down these really old historic streets. And a lot of these homes are built 1700s, even 1600s. So this house was Benjamin Pinchard. It was moved here in 1765. And yeah, there's some kind of interesting things going on in the windows. Built for John Chandler, grocer, 1884. And this here was a grocery store at one time. Yeah, it's an old firehouse. They even have the fire pole back there. And it's engine ladder 401, the Witch City. So this is number 358 and a half. So this house was built in 1729, but incorporated portions of a house before 1664. So I think that end of the house was part of another house. But yeah, making 1664. That's an old home. You don't see that much, especially in our parts of America. The first church in Salem, founded in 1629. This is a really unique looking church. So we're here at Proctor's Ledge, and they believe this is the spot where the hangings had happened, right here. And you can see all 19 of the folks, the witches, so-called names, all in 1692. So a lot has changed in 300 years. There's actually new homes built up there. Now, this is what they believe. This is where they believe it happened because of the folks who said they had seen it from their homes lived like right in this area. But could that be the exact spot? Well, it could have been anywhere. And we are here in downtown Boston. And this is where it all began. This is where this country just started. And the Boston Tea Party. 250th anniversary. December the 16th of 2023. So we're coming up on the 250th anniversary. Yeah, they're throwing tea. You could throw tea, Dawn,
Yep.
into the harbor. Those pesky British, right?
Yep.
Ah, finally made it. Yeah. Yep, a revolution began here. It all started here with a little party, right?
Yep.
Boy, has this country growing since those days, all them skyscrapers in the background. Yeah, and they're tossing some tea for good old sake over there. We got Samuel Adams, 1722 to 1803. They really don't like tea around here, do they? They have lots of different tea here. 250th anniversary collectibles. No other better place to have a little lunch but where the Boston Tea Party was held. And I have a little chicken salad sandwich here. I got some ginger ale. We also have a scone to share, a chocolate chip scone. And
Sourdough bread, turkey and cheese.
Turkey and cheese. You also got a root beer, right? Wow, yeah, cool, right? I think we should cheers this, Dawn. Ready? Captain John Parker. And it looks like they're having a party. Yeah. Having a little tea party, huh? Keep calm and start a revolution. A very nice gift shop in here. Yeah, love how it's decorated. And if you're looking for tea, they have it here. They even have an English breakfast tea. I think the Queen would be proud of this area. Maybe not of the party, but well, I don't know if she's ever turned down a party.
Boysenberry tea.
At least boysenberry.
Right there.
Oh yeah, they got boysenberry tea. I wonder if that's.
I wonder if it's something good.
Yeah. And another new pin for the map. Yeah. Great big milk jug in the middle of Boston. And that's Paul Revere's house. This is where he took his famous ride. So that was Paul Revere's house. There's no parking down here. It is crazy.
I'm glad we got to see it from
We
a
did
distance.
get to drive by it. It is a Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is a Saturday. Welcome to Boston, huh? There's so many people they can't even fit on the sidewalks. You see that? Well, we got to see Paul Revere's house by driving by. Everybody's out having a good time, though, aren't they? Yeah, we decided to get out from downtown Boston on a Saturday. It is crazy. I think we're pressing our luck.
Yeah, it's too congested and.
There's Fenway Park. So earlier we were in Boston where the Tea Party happened. Pretty much began the revolution to create the United States of America as we know it. And over there is Plymouth Rock, where the Pilgrims first stepped foot on this continent. So let's go over there and check that out. Plymouth Rock.
I want to go see it.
Also, there's a tall ship over there too. And there it is. So in 1620, the Pilgrims had landed here in Plymouth, Massachusetts, and that's where they began their new lives. The Pilgrims put their foot on that rock there as they landed. Yeah, here's a better angle of it. So the rock was split in two and they had put it back together. And a lot of folks come here and visit this very special rock. So you come all this way for a rock, huh?
It's a nice rock.
I've been wanting to see that for a very long time. Yet again, we read about it throughout history, and just to see it in real life. Thanksgiving would have started right here, just up there. The first Thanksgiving. Pretty crazy, huh? I don't know. So we're going on the Mayflower II, $17.95 a person, $35.90 for both of us. Have you ever been on one of these tall ships before, Dawn?
Oh, mine might have a long time ago.
A long time ago, huh?
They had something like this in Michigan.
Yeah, they do. They come out to, they have a thing every year or every so often where they have the tall ships come in. Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the ship.
Yeah.
Swipe up at the end. And everyone's going to start by heading down below first. Thank you.
And head down. This is what it would have been like to be on the Mayflower for that long voyage, you know, across the Atlantic. We got some cannons. We have some gunpowder down in there. So I think that's how they like set the sails up. You know, they kind of ram like the great big, and they spin it, right? And yeah, that probably could be a bed back in those days. You know what I mean? Just lay on the ground. So this here is the rear of the ship, and yeah, you can see here there's the cannon, and they would put it out those portholes there and let her rip, tater chip, right? This is pretty cool, you know. It gives you, you know, kind of make you feel like what it would have been like, you know, except for the conditions would have been a lot worse than what it is. A smell, and you know, because you had all kinds of animals and everything else, you know.
Welcome back to the steerage cabin, everybody. This is where you steer the ship from using the whip stack right here. The ship's wheel that we see in movies is invented 100 years later.
This must be the captain's quarters. Yeah, pretty comfy compared to some of the other digs. Oh wow, yeah. And this is the one we always see in movies. You know, they're always back here. You know what I mean, with all the glass windows. Yeah, right out there. Yeah, this is like the captain. This is where the captain and the first mates all hang out here. There's a little room for dinner and cool.
Is this the captain's quarters?
Yep.
If the captain would live in the cabin at the very back, the other officers would be right in here.
Huh. So these are the newer controls back here. Got the state of the art, because this ship does float and does travel. So this here was just the rigging room. This is where they had all their different ropes and rigs. Probably this is where they kept the sails. You know, everything like that. So that's the Mayflower II. This was built in 1957 to the closest specifications they could get. This one is also sailed, you know what I mean, to England and I think they said Africa. So it's sailed. It's got some newer navigation. It's amazing, really. So that one over there is the Pawtucket. You can also tour that too. That was the Mayflower II on her arrival in New York Harbor on July 1957. Of course, we gotta take a look at the gift shops. Yeah, over 400 years. And dedicated to those Native Americans that helped those settlers, taught them the way of the land, and shared in the first Thanksgiving. Of the 104 passengers, these died in Plymouth during the first year. There's actually real remains of the Pilgrims inside. Yep. This monument marks the first burying ground in Plymouth of the passengers of the Mayflower. Beautiful views from up here on this hill. We had a great day today, didn't we? Here in Massachusetts. So much history, and we didn't even scratch the surface. We could spend months here, literally just exploring everything. But I think it's gonna do it for today. We're gonna drive back to our hotel, which is about an hour from here. And we're gonna start another adventure tomorrow because we only had one day in Massachusetts. Tomorrow we're gonna be going to Rhode Island and probably Connecticut, because Rhode Island is small and they call it Little Rhodey, right? I do know there's a lot to do there, and you probably could spend a month even there in Rhode Island. Well, maybe a week, okay? Let's not exaggerate too much, right? But folks, that's gonna do it for today here in Massachusetts. If you like this vlog, also if you haven't, please subscribe so you'll miss these upcoming road trip adventures. Guys, we are going to Rhode Island and Connecticut next. Until next time.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye everyone.
I think it cracked at one point. They had to put it back together? Yeah.
This has been a really great trip so far. We've had a few snags along the way, but it's been a great trip. Next Thanksgiving, I'll probably watch this video back, right? And just think of the moments. You know, we're very, very thankful for everybody out there who watches these videos. We're thankful to have the opportunity to travel. We're thankful that we live in a great country, and we're thankful that we have good health. Thankful that we have Jesus Christ in our lives. And what are you thankful for?
Everything.
Everything that I said and above. Dawn's tired because we got up early this morning. It was crazy.
We left early.
We did.